So hey guys, welcome back to my channel Trading Nearby, and today is day 20. So we're successfully 20 days in with today, and today we're gonna start off by doing some trading. Now, as said in the previous video, I'm gonna create a new account in paper trading, so that I can use it to work on these. So let me show you guys real quick. Again, this was a trade which we have taken yesterday, and you see it has been a huge loss. Well, that was because I had two options. So the first option was to technically keep the take profit at the previous high, and the other option was to put it way more higher because of confidence. And I was kind of overconfident in this trade because I knew that I would hit the profit anyways. That was what I was thinking, and so I used my human emotional bias to put it all the way there, which isn't a good thing. So what I should have done is I should have actually taken my trade to about, let me just this on the second screen. Yeah. So I should have taken the trade only till this point. The first thing was I was gonna put it only till here, and I put it even more higher. So I should, if I would have left it around here, I would have easily gotten my take profit, or even about here, the high, about there. Okay, so well, what we're gonna do today? First thing I want to do is I want to create a new trading panel. So you see this got 100.15, and this over here has the final paper trade. So I'm gonna reset this account, or you know what, I'll just make a new one. So create an account, so start 100. So this, I'm gonna start from $100. I don't know why, but AUD is currently unavailable. Oh wait, it is available. So AUD, and I'm gonna keep it at 100. And also we're gonna see one more thing. So I want to see how much commission that does I want to take. So I'm gonna try you help taking help from ChatGPT. What the hell? What? Okay, ChatGPT isn't working. What the hell? That's insane. Let me see. Commission fee and what's happening? I got no clue how much it takes, but I'm gonna leave the commission for now. I wouldn't worry about that. I would put it into a picture when ChatGPT starts working, which is not. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove all these markups like that, and let's get started. So right now, let's go into the weekly time frame and see if there's how the graph is. So let's remove this and let's see. So in the weekly time frame, it's making it's going upwards. So oops, I can actually use a pencil instead. So it's going up. So that is a uptrend, and so I believe that it is bullish in the weekly time frame. So I'm gonna open the Excel sheet. Right, so we're on USD JPY. So I'm gonna copy paste this, and okay, now what we're gonna start off by doing is doing this analysis. So this is gonna be bullish, this is gonna remain bullish, and in the daily time frame this is going to be okay. So I think it should be bullish in the daily time frame as well. Okay, so because it's overall kind of increasing. So I would say bullish, and in the 4 hours time frame it is again having a bullish structure. So bullish, and in the 1 hour time frame it is bullish again. So you see, it is bullish. The price is going up, down, up, down, up, down. So it's probably gonna just keep going like that for at least 1 or 2 more cycles. So that is bullish as well. And then in the 15 minutes time frame, I can see that again it is bullish in structure. So this is like a huge, you could say, kind of, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a unexpected thing which happened in this area, but it's all good. We're just gonna ignore that and try to take bullish trades. So we are gonna take a trade as soon as there is a crossover. So the price has gone down. The red moving average is above, and so as soon as there's a crossover, we would be taking a long trade, which I believe would happen somewhere around here. So we're gonna take our take profit to about there. That's gonna be our take profit, and it's gonna be our stop loss. All right, so let's wait. Let's just keep waiting for this price to reverse, for the structure to reverse. Now let's focus on the other chart, the EUR-JPY. Okay, you know what? I would actually take trades in the EUR-USD. Today we're gonna focus on EUR-USD. So I believe that the four main things which I'll be focusing on is these four. The USD-JPY is the top priority, and I don't know which one to use. I don't know if I could use AUD-USD as well, which is insane. All right, so let's go into the weekly time frame and see how the structure is. So in the weekly time frame, it is kind of consolidating, but at the same time, it is a bit bearish in structure. So let's see EUR-USD, how it is on the weekly time frame. It is consolidating as well. So I would really not prefer to take trades if it's consolidating, but since it's weekly, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over the past few weeks, which is this right here. So it's kind of going downwards, and so that is bearish in structure. This is AUD-USD. AUD-USD. And this is going to be bearish, and the rest all will be bearish as well. Oh wait, we didn't know, we didn't analyze it. Let's continue analyzing. So the daily time frame suggests that it is absolutely bearish, so it is bearish as well. And in the 4 hours time frame, it is obviously going to be bearish because that's a huge bearish trend in the daily time frame. And it is going to be bearish in the 1 hour as well because the 4 hours shows it is clearly bearish. So, well, everything seems to be bearish, including the 15 minutes. I hope it is bearish. And yeah, it is. Well, there is a few, you could say, breaks of structures right about here and right about here, but that's all good. There are some uncertainties which might occur, so we have to overlook those a few times. Okay, so it is bearish in structure right now. I'm just gonna wait for the price to kind of make an intersection about here, and then we would get our take profits all the way to down here, and our stop loss is going to be right there. That's good. So that's going to be our trade setup for this. Let's go to USD-JPY and see if we've got anything. So the price is still going down, so we're just going to keep waiting. So, well, we've got the two trades which we've thought about. Let's look at EUR-USD. How is that going? So EUR-USD is kind of consolidating in the weekly time frame, as we've already seen. Oopsie. Yep. However, in the previous few weeks, it is bearish in trend. So what I'm going to do is start putting it out. It is bearish in structure. And if I go to the daily time frame, it is still bearish in structure. And if I go into the 4 hours time frame, it is still bearish in structure. If I go to the 1 hour time frame, it is kind of fluctuating a little bit, but overall you can see it's bearish in structure. So it is bearish. And in the 15 minutes time frame again, it is still bearish in structure. That's clearly bearish. So we're only going to take short positions. So let's go to the 5 minutes time frame and see a nice location or a position where we can take a short position. So I would be using the tool over here and placing a trade with our take profits about that level. Maybe we could get the take profits to about that level or even that level, but I'm just gonna keep it over there, and my stop loss about that. And yep, we're just gonna wait for the crossover to occur, which I think would be occurring really very soon. And in the EUR JPY, I think having 4 charts analyzed at the same time is a bit too much, so I'm just gonna analyze a few. That is just 3. So this is AUD USD. It is going up. It will surely go down after a certain point. So are there any? So until then, let's go to the 4 hours time frames and just try to figure out if there is any important zones for us to look at. So that's a really huge bearish trend. So I don't think. Alright, so let's just wait for the price to go up. Well, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna keep waiting for the right situation to occur again. Let's see. I'm gonna take a trade with the panel about here. Let me just kind of close that up, and I'm gonna have a risk percentage of you could say 5% of my account volume. So I would keep 5% risk every single trade. Or maybe I could go 10. So let's just see. For now, since we're just testing, I want to see how would 10% of risk would do. Again, I want to use something online. So what I'm going to do is, it's kind of difficult to look at all 3 charts at the same time. So I think this is the closest one, which is going to be. Alright, anyways, let's see trading profit calculator. So yeah, this is the thing which I believe. Yep. So I'm gonna start off with $100 and my typical risk percentage. If that is $10 and the number of trades, I would make 10 trades, let's say, and the risk to reward ratio, let's say, is 1:2, and my win to loss percentage is 50, then I would be at, yeah, so I would get 40. So the end gain would be 147. So I would be getting a profit of $47 over 10 trades. And so if I take a 5%, let's see, a 5% risk, I would get $25 as a profit. If I have 1:1 and I've got 10%, and we see that would be minus $5. So we would be losing $5. Well, if I have 5% risk and I take in, so let's say per day we take in 6 trades. Okay, let's see. I don't want to miss out on this as well. Okay, So let's see. Let's say that per day I'll be taking about, let's say, 3 trades, and for 7 days that's gonna be 14 trades, and and wait, for 5 days that's gonna be 15. Wait, how many? 15 trades. Um, so 15 trades would be adding up to, if I have a 5% risk and a 1:1 risk to ratio, risk to reward ratio, that would be that. And if I had a 1:2, that would be 150. I would get $50 benefit. Now, if I had 10 percentage down the line, I've got $100. It's double the money. And if I do have more winning percentage with 5% risk, I would make, and 1:1, I would make $39. So, well, I've got one simple target. I want to have as much, as much possibility to have a better outcome. In the sense, I want to have at least, let's say I have a 60% win rate. So let's say I have a 60% win rate, and I risk 5% in every trade, and then I make 15 trades in a week with a risk reward ratio of 1. That would still not take me to losses. And again, if I had 1:2, I would make a lot more money, which would take me to $173. So, well, I think that's really nice that even having, let's say that I would be taking 20 trades of this. So I would make just $4 more. So yeah, so the thing is, I would be taking 15 trades a week. That's 3 times each day, 5 days a week. So which is 15 trades. But sometimes I'm gonna take 20 as well. And based off confidence, I would be taking 5% or 10% risk. But generally, I would be taking 5%. Rarely I would be taking 10 based on my gut. Sometimes I'll be using my gut. So 5% of the trades, I'll be using my gut. The rest of the trades, I'm not going to use. So the risk to reward ratio here is 1:1. So if I have a 1:3 risk to reward ratio, that would make me about 159 in profits. But let's say if it's 1 to 1.5, then that would make me $141. So irrespective, even if I had a 30% win rate and I have a 1:3 ratio, I would still make profits. So, and if I risk more, that would make me a lot more. And if I risk 100%, I would actually lose everything one go, which is sad. But yeah, so the only goal for me is when the risk to reward ratio is really less, then I would be risking the lowest amount possible. So if I'm gonna have a risk to reward ratio of 1, I'll be risking about $3. And obviously that would still bring me profits, $2, which is really less, but still, that is still not lost at least. So we're just gonna see, let me just write it down. So what I'm gonna do is actually, let's just keep thinking. So I would take 15 trades a day, 15 trades a week, and that would be a risk percentage of 5. Let's say I have 5. Let's say I have 10% of risk in each trade, and my risk to reward ratio would be, let's say 1:1.3. Let's say that's the average. Okay, and a win to loss. Let's say we win 50% of the trades. That would still make us $27 profit. So this is going to be my potential goal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to also add more things into my chart. So I'm going to add risk to reward ratio and the risk percentage. And again, you're going to have this yellow colored, obviously, and have all borders. And I want to have take outside borders, actually, I think I should select all this. Oh wait, yeah, I should select all this, or yeah, I can just leave it like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy paste this and save it. Okay, we're gonna wait for the right position to take a trade in. This over here, it is. I think that this is the point where it actually shifts downwards. So you see this bearish candle. There was a bearish candle before as well, but this bearish candle might mean that it's actually going down. And the EUR USD chart is again, yeah. So that is kind of, maybe, I don't know, maybe this is the point where we should actually take a trade, because you see the price did go up, but if it was actually bullish, it would do that, but it's something else, which is different. So what I'm going to do is I will be taking a trade with my take profits set about here and my stop loss over here. So I'm going to take a trade as soon as there's a nice position. So again, I'm going to have my percentage of risk. I'm going to have 5% of risk. I'm going to have my take profit. Let me just put it down in the box. It's going to be my take profit. Let's see, it's a sell. It's going to be my take profit, and my stop loss would be that. And let's click on sell and hope that you're going to have nice profits. Okay, I don't even know why did my price actually, what the hell is happening? Okay, I don't know what's happening, but let's just see the risk to reward ratio. So our risk to reward ratio is 1.52. Okay, so the risk to reward ratio, what is this? EUR USD, and we are here, so 1.5, and our risk percentage is 5. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this and see. So maybe so we don't know about that. And this, I believe that it's actually going in an uptrend now. So I think that it's going to go uptrend. So what I expect the price is to come all the way down to there, which it already entered the zone, and go up. So I'm going to set this up as well. I'm going to have my risk percentage to 5, and I'm going to have my take profits set about there, and my stop loss around there. This one below the zone. And yeah, so that's a 1.17 risk to reward ratio. And let's actually see what's going to happen, because we're not sure. But since the whole market was still going bearish, I strongly believe that it's going to be a huge profit. I'm going to have 10% this time. Let me have 10% risk to reward ratio. My stop loss, I'm going to keep it about here. So I'm going to have that as my stop loss, and my take profit would be about that level. And let's buy. So that's another trade which we established, and I hope that it does turn out good, which we can't do anything about if it doesn't. Well, this is the USD JPY with our 10% risk to reward ratio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, paste it here, and say 10%. Sorry, 10% risk to reward ratio, and this is 1.13, I believe, 1.07. Oh wait, actually it's pretty low. Oh yeah, it's 1.45. So 1.45. And today is 12th of December. Let's set that. And this as well. It is 12th of December. Okay, let's see the other chart. How did it actually go? It is kind of going good. Maybe the price would actually go much more lower. I'm gonna have my take profits set about here. So I think that's much more better. And my stop loss obviously would be about that level. And yeah, let's wait and watch what's gonna happen. So what I'd actually like doing is I would take three trades, and I would just leave him, just wait and see what's the result. Well, I just don't know. Maybe I would have all losses, all profits. I have no clue, but we're just gonna try our best. So what I'm gonna do is again in this chart, I don't have much confidence. I'm gonna have 5% risk with my take profit over here. Let me just keep it over there. Let that be my, this is a sell position. That should be my take profit. And my stop loss should be, actually let's keep it around there. So that's going to be my stop loss. And let us sell the units. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in here and get our price low. Okay, and also we need to kind of and also I'm gonna have this down to there. Okay, that's perfect. So that is 2.95 risk to reward ratio and 5% of risk, and that is AUD USD. So 2.25 and 5% risk. So if you make even profit on this, it's going to be really good for us because that's a high risk reward ratio. Alright, so our first position in this is actually a short position. And let's see, today is again 12th December. And when it comes to USD JPY, the position type was actually, let's see, I missed that out. So let me just copy that, paste that, and yeah. So yeah, well, let's see if there's gonna be any good profits. But I just bet that I feel like I'm gonna lose every single trade. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm gonna lose every single trade, but I don't know. Let's see. This is what we haven't done any trades on, so let's just leave that as it is. And let's see. Okay. Alright, so hopefully we will be having a nice outcome. What I can actually do is I want to remove this. Or you know what? I can create a new Excel sheet as well. Because we're starting fresh. So I just want to rather have a new Excel sheet. So I'm going to copy these two, put them here, and copy this, put them here, and copy this, put them here, and okay, well, all borders and thick offset borders, and also we're gonna have all of this together as one. Alright, and this is gonna be December. I'm gonna start. Alright, and also I want to add one more called pair. Okay, well, I think that's a nice way, that's a better way of saving all the data. I'm gonna call this as trading outputs. Okay, so the position type again, I want to call this data 12 12 2024. So this is when I created this. Okay, so we've taken what do we do today? USD JPY. Let's see, USD JPY. We've taken a long trade. So long trade USD JPY, and this is the one with the 10% risk to reward ratio. Sorry, 1.45 risk to reward ratio and 10% risk. And we have our other trade, which is the AUD USD, which is a short position. So it's a short position, and the other one's a short as well, I believe. AUD USD, AUD USD, and the risk to reward ratio, I can actually get it from this. So in AUD USD, these are the metrics, and UR USD metrics, UR USD, and yeah, well, I think that is it. So I think we can close this and have this only open. Actually, I want to have this only these kind of wrapped together, because this is the only day I've actually taken trades, and so we're gonna have a lot more. We're gonna have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on and so forth. And again, right, well, yeah, so we made our chart to take the note of all the profits and losses and risk reward ratios and all that. So after this week, today, actually not after this week, today is 12. So we're gonna take our metrics on Saturday 14th and next Saturday 21st. So we're gonna do trading all the while. We're gonna take our trade metrics on Saturday and 21st. And yeah, so let's see what's actually going to happen. Well, this is kind of going a little bit in our direction, and actually I want to close this and have this open. So we're having a profit in this, but a huge loss in the EUR USD. So let's see how is that going. EUR USD, well, it's actually going up, which is really bad. So maybe, you know what, I would kind of modify this and keep it above this level to actually have better chance at the trade, because I believe that the price would actually go up to here, the previous high, and it wouldn't go anymore. So I'm gonna do that. So 0.88 is the risk reward ratio. I know it's a really bad trade, but again, it's not really high. It's just we would be losing $5 to $6 in the trade, which is pretty low. And yeah, so it's 0.88. So let's see how's it going to go. USD JPY seems like it's going good. Seems like the price is actually going really high up. Hopefully it wouldn't kind of intersect again and go down and continue the bearish trend. So if it actually does break this zone, so if it does break, so it actually did touch this zone already, and it's kind of going up. So I expect it to do that, but if it doesn't do that and it actually starts going lower, it breaks this zone, I'm gonna take another trade with my take profits about there, and that's about it. So let's see how our trade actually turns out to be. But as of now, we are having 2 losses and 1 profit, but I'm gonna leave them as they are for now, and we'll come up later and see how it's actually going. So yeah, well, that's it, guys, for today. Thank you so much for watching, and actually we're not ending the video anyways, so I don't have to say that. My brain is kind of lagging a lot these days. It's fine. So yeah, that's it for today. These are the only trades we're going to take for today, and let's see if we're going to have any more nice profits of in the future. So see you later on. I'm gonna fast forward all the video or maybe cut the part of trading and let you guys know the outcome of the trade. All right. So before I actually continue, this is I just came. I was just I was just looking at the USD JPY chart, um, and as you can see, one of my trade has ended, and so let me explain you guys real quick. So this was my trade at the beginning. So you see the price has gone all the way to this point, this level. So literally it's so insane that that was my take profit, and this just was like maybe 1.0001 pip below my take profit, because of which I didn't take the profit over there. So because of that, what I've done is I've taken my trade. I've ended it as soon as I saw a little downfall, so I ended it over here in this bar. So I think I ended right about that level, which I know I could have made more money, but still I did end the trade and I took the profits. So if I go into account history, I've taken a trade. I've ended it with $11.94 as the profit, and the final balance is again that's got added. So that's our first profitable trade. The other two are running right now. Both of them are in a loss, but what I believe is that it is gonna, maybe it is actually going upwards. Maybe it's going bullish in structure. So what I want to do is I want to wait until the stop loss gets triggered, and once it gets triggered, I'm going to again take a bearish trade when it actually gets to a good position. I have no hopes on this. I believe that I would be losing this trade anyways, but when it comes to EOR USD, you see it's gone down, it's again going up. So I think that the price would again come down like that, because it's probably a bearish moment in the structure. And what I want to do is I want to oops, sorry, why did I move that? I want to focus more on this. So you see, maybe this is where there's a change of structure. So the price has gone up and it's probably going to go down. So we don't know what's going to happen, but hey, irrespective of our losses, even if we get a loss on both of these, we would still be in a profit of 1.9 for $2. So that's a W anyways. Alright, so guys, unfortunately our stop loss has been hit on the AUD USD chart. So as you can see, we had a loss of about $4.87, which is really sad, but it's all good. It is okay. What we're gonna do is, as you can see, this is actually turning out bad as well. What I believe is that the graph is not bullish. So I'm 100% sure that, not 100%, but I'm really certainly almost sure that this one is bullish. So what I would be doing is, since this has ended, I would want to wait until I have another position. I would be taking a long position with with having a risk of 1% or 2% or so. Maybe I could keep it at 5%. I don't know. So I would have a 5% risk with my stop loss at about here, and my take profit, I would make it a 1:4 ratio. So I would keep it like that. So I would want the trade to be like that. So I would want 1:2. What? I don't know why isn't it going to exactly 4. No clue. Right. Anyways, I'm just gonna leave it with that. So I'm gonna take one trade with a 2% risk, and I would be taking a trade with 1:4 ratio, and I would be, if I lost, I would be losing just $2. If I win, I would be getting $8, which is gonna compensate for the $4 loss. And in the EUR USD chart as well, you see the price is actually going down. So what I believe is either it would touch the stop loss or it would just keep going. And it's a 0.88 ratio, which is really bad. So now that I know that I'm going to, the graph would go down, I would be wanting to take my take profit to at least that level. So I would have a 1.5 risk reward ratio. Before, I never used to consider the risk reward ratio, but now I believe that considering it would be a good thing. I'm going to take my take profit to over there and modify, so that even if I lose, I wouldn't be sad about the risk reward ratio, and the price would go down. Now if the price doesn't go down, if it starts going up as well, then I would be taking a trade, a long position about here with my take profit, stop loss below that, and my take profit about, let me kind of get this straight. So my take profit, I would keep it about that level. That would give me a 1.5 risk to reward ratio as well. So let's see what's gonna happen, but I'm pretty sure that I would be losing the AUD USD trade. Sorry, I already lost it. Yeah, I just realized. Yeah, I've already lost it. So, well, I'm just gonna wait and watch if there's gonna be any other good position to take a trade at. So let's see. I've also realized one more thing. I can take a trade in USD JPY with 2% risk with my take profit about that level, and I'm gonna do that straight away. I don't want to waste time, so I'm gonna be taking a long position. Let's do it fast, and I would be taking my take profit all the way till there and my stop loss about there. Let's see if that actually works. So we're gonna have our risk percentage as, let's keep it at 3%, and I'm gonna have my take profit at about that level. Well, let's just keep it at 5%. I'm gonna keep it at 3. I'm gonna keep it at 5. Our take profit would be about there, and our stop loss would be over there. And let's buy. Perfect. So we did our trade. I want the trade to be profitable. Obviously, anyone will want the trades to be profitable. But let's see what's gonna happen. So this is where we've taken the trade, and yeah, let's wait and watch what's gonna happen. Well, when it comes to the other trades, in the AUD USD, I see that there is a bit of a downfall right about here. So I want to take a trade as soon as there is some kind of, you could say, you see, this is like where it kind of contributed a lot, and you see over here there's been a huge drop. So there should generally be a huge high. So what I'm going to do is I would be taking a trade. I would take this trade right here. So what I want to do is I want to copy this price, go to the buy, put a risk of, I just want to put 2% because I've already lost one trade in this, so I can lose a maximum of 3 trades a day, not more than that. So that is my condition as well. So I lost one trade already, and well, that's it. Let's buy and let's see. So this is where we bought, and this is our take profit. And yeah, hopefully it'll be profitable. If you go to the paper trading panel, you can see that we are in our positions. Well, all of them are kind of, you could say, confusing. So we've got our AUD USD, which we've just taken the trade at. We've taken a long position, hoping it to go up, and I'm gonna add a price alert about this point, and so when it goes there, I'm gonna partially close the trade. I'm gonna close the $1 trade, so that even if I lose, I would not be having any difference, but if I win, I'll just make more money because the leftover amount could hit the profits. Okay, so Well, our USD/JPY also has our long position intact, and we have our EUR/USD, which I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't even know if the market's gonna go all the way down. You see, this has gone into a profit. So yeah, well, that's two more trades on off the bat. Well, hopefully it's gonna go out well. Let's just wait and watch what's gonna happen. So yeah. All right, so we have done a lot of trades, and this is the last one. So unfortunately, our other trade has also gone into a loss. So if you go into the account history, so the first trade that we've taken in USD/JPY, that was this trade. This was nice. This turned out to be profitable. But the other trade, what happened was what we expected did happen. However, our stop loss placement wasn't good enough. So we should have placed the stop loss about there, and then we would have been profited. But unfortunately, our stop loss has been hit and the price went up. So what I should have done is I should have actually gotten the stop loss down all the way till here, but that would have a risk to reward ratio of 0.63, which is insanely bad. So I'd rather get a loss than having that, because we don't know if I actually hit a loss. In that case, I would be really it would be a huge loss. So just after that, there was been a huge hike in the market, and we could have taken the profits, but unfortunately we did not. And one more thing is, the mistake which I've done here was that I should have waited for the price to go down and then for the crossover. So I didn't wait for the confirmation, so I just took a trade blindly. So if I would have done that, then I would have taken my trade like that and my stop loss like that and my take profit like that. And if I did that, I would have been profited and also I would have a 1.5 risk reward ratio. Unfortunately, that did not happen. I made a mistake. I got too fast. I remember I did this in a hurry. So I really did this in a really hurry, and we kind of got a loss. But that's fine. That's something which we won't do from next time onwards. That is this loss. And the other loss is from the AUD/USD chart. So it is actually should be somewhere. Right. The other one is AUD. Okay. So I think, yeah. So we've taken a trade about there. So we've taken a sell position, a short position, I would say rather. So I took a short position about here, the red mark says, and I had my stop loss around there. So just a few pips above the high, and I wanted the price to go down, but it unfortunately flipped. The zone was a flip zone, and the price did touch the stop loss, and we had a loss. And as soon as that happened, I knew for a fact that the price would keep going up, because even when I looked at the EUR/USD chart, the price was actually going up. So you see the price was going up, and both of them we sell in the USD, so it is kind of relatable. That's what I believe. So again, yes, I took a trade for a long position, and I'm taking a huge trade here. As you can see, it is a 4.03 risk to reward ratio. Now, the reason I took this trade was because I wanted to accommodate or compensate for all the losses which I've had. So you see, the first trade was good. This was really bad. It was because of the stop loss placement. But this trade here, it was an obvious loss, which I was going to compensate. So if I'd make profits on this one over here, I would be getting about $8 or so. So I put $2 in this, which is really small because I had a huge margin and I wasn't that sure as well. So I did $2 trade. If I win this, I would compensate for this and this almost. Okay. And then in our current positions, if I profit on the other one, the EUR/USD, then I would be getting a profit. I would hit the profit and just take the thing. Now, when it comes to this EUR/USD, what I believe is that the price is actually gonna maybe go all the way up till that level. So maybe the price would go about to that level and it would again go down. That is a strong resistance level, or the price could go all the way up to this level as well. We don't know, but again, if it goes to that level and it keeps going up, we're going to wait for one more cycle. So that is, if the price goes up to about here and then it touches the stop loss and it goes down and it does up, and then that when that happens, that is when I'll be taking a trade where I'll be hitting the profit about here. So I would put another long trade, long position, sorry. I would have my stop loss about there and my take profit around there. And generally speaking, the price would generally break off, but because this is a really sharp zone, so this isn't a sharp resistance, a solid volatile resistance zone. It's just a really sharp one, so which I'm unsure of, if it will actually act as a resistance level or not. So, well, we have the other two trades which are running, and you see one of them's going in a good direction. The other ones also, it seems like it actually is really, you could say, consolidating. So there's one thing, either the price goes down or it goes up. So the price is going up, but maybe it's a consolidation. So maybe the price is just consolidating and would go down. So hopefully that's going to happen. But yeah, what I'm going to do is right now I'm going to just leave these two trades as they are. We'll talk about these trades tomorrow, but for now we're just going to end the video here. So overall, until whatever we've done till now, we should have actually had about $120. So we should have had a $20 profit, but unfortunately, again, because of this one trade, because of the wrong stop loss placement, even if our analysis was right, it turned out to be a loss, which is really sad, but that's all right. So, well, that's it, guys, for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And again, today we had a profit of $1.76, which is really small, but it is profit. It's more than how much I had at the beginning, which is a W. So that's it, guys, for today. Thank you so much for watching, and tomorrow we'll be doing even more trading like this, and I'm gonna wind this up with taking some data over here with all the trades which we've placed. Alright, so that is it for today. Tomorrow would be 13th of December, another day in trading. So I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, stay safe and keep trading. Bye-bye.